Welcome to my channel. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you'd be very welcome. If you'd like to hit that bell, it will let you know of any new videos I post. And if you'd like to give me the thumbs up, it would help me to know that you enjoyed it. If you'd like to leave me a comment underneath about anything you think I could do different in the videos, that would be great. And also, if you'd like to do a comment about anything you'd like me to make, please leave me one in the bits on below, because I'm always looking for ideas. So today we're going to make a little box, and I've got this lovely set of scrapbook papers from Kay's and Company. Okay, so we'll get started on that. And this is the little box which we're going to make. So I should put that one over there. So we're going to just start. This is the piece of paper I chose, but we're going to start on the opposite side of it. And I've put my folds in already, and I did that because it just takes a while to get the folds in correctly. So I will show you what I did. So the first thing I did was I folded my piece of paper in half. Now, it doesn't matter what size piece of paper you have. This size is a 6 by 6, and it makes this size box. So if you had a 5 by 5, it would make a smaller one. If you had a 7 by 7, it would make a bigger one, and so on. So you can just move it along like that. So the first thing you do is fold your paper in half that way, and then you fold your paper in half that way, like that. Okay, so you've got those two folds done. So you folded it that way and you folded it that way. Then you're going to fold your paper in half again, but this time on the diagonal. So you've got two half triangles. Okay. And you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So you've got your 4 pieces there, okay? So you should have a square like that, and a square like that, and a square like that, all right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of these pieces on the corner here, and you've got your piece which is going like that. You're going to fold into the center and press it down, and you're going to go all the way around, folding into the center and pressing down. It's a bit like one of those fortune teller things we used to make when we were in school, and like that. So you've got all 4 pieces going into the center like that. Okay, so your outside should look like that. Right, the next thing you want to do is take this end, and you want to fold it up into that center, and you want to sit it on that line which is running right through the middle there. So you're going to fold that one along. Okay, flip it over and do exactly the same. This just takes a little bit of time. You can slow the video down, pause the video on each fold. Exactly the same on the other 2 sides. 1 and 2, and obviously I've already done mine because it just took such a long time getting all the folding done. So you've got your folds now. What you want to do is open up one end on each of the 2 side ends, leaving the top and the bottom folded over, and fold that top up like that. And then you've got a square here, so what you want to do is to squeeze that square together, so that piece there and that piece there are sitting together, and give it a fold all the way up, all right, like that. And do that on each of your corners. So come around to that one and fold that one up, fold it on the inside as well, like that. Okay, next one, come to that corner, fold it up like that. So you've got that nice corner there, and the last one, and fold that one up as well. Okay, now if you pull those up like that on both sides, what the next thing you want to do is make sure that these long pieces here on the side, so on this piece, is laying nice and flat. That one and that one there on that side, and then on this one, that one and that one on that side. Okay, then pull your sides of your box up again like that, and you can tuck those 2 pieces in. So you're tucking that piece in there, and this piece on this side, you're tucking that piece in as well, and fold down your box and slip that straight in, so you've got a nice straight corner on each of those sides. And do exactly the same again. Fold these two corners in like that, and then bring your piece over, push it down, and there's your little box. Now if you just want a box, I've used these before to make small boxes to go into my drawer to have dividers, so you can get like larger pieces of paper and make bigger boxes, and that makes nice little boxes for putting things in. But we're just going to use this to put a present in. So that is your bottom of your box, and then we're going to come on and do the lid. So with the lid you do exactly the same right up until you get further in. So you start off by folding it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half the other way as well, like that, and then you're going to fold it onto the diagonal, so like that. So you've got your sandwich shaped piece, and then taking it from there you're going to fold it onto the other side like that. So again you've got your sandwich piece, and then when you open it up you're going to take this corner here and you're going to fold it into the center. Okay, and do that the same with the next one, and the next one, and the last one. Okay, that's it. And then we're going to come around and we're going to fold into the middle. But whereas before we went right up to that line, you want to leave about, I would say, 1/4 of an inch. Can you see how much I've left there? It's about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, because you want it to be able to fit over. So if you have a look at your point, you sort of want it that much shorter on the lid, because the lid has to be slightly bigger so it can go over the sides of the box. So we're going to do it on that one, do exactly the same with that one, and you can see I'm getting it lined up with that, so when you have a look at that point there you can see it's roughly about the same size. Alright, and then we're going to pull those two out and do it with this one there, and then I turn it again and do it with that one. So that is the first bit, which is slightly different from the bottom. Then the next piece we didn't do on the bottom at all is we're going to fold. We've got this line here, this is the line we've just folded, which is just slightly smaller, and what we need to do now is just fold that one in again, so you've got a smaller one, and that is how big your side of your lid's going to be. So you could make it bigger if you wanted a bigger side of the lid, you just fold that not so far over. Okay, but you need to make sure that you have that extra bit for the lid, because it needs to be able to fit over the sides. So you're just going to do that one, and you're going to do the same on the opposite side. Fold it in half. So we're going to fold this piece here in half, press it down, and this piece here in half and press it down. Okay, so that's your pieces, and now we're going to pull it just the same as we did before. We're going to pull this piece out and we're going to pull this piece out. Okay, now what you want to do is make sure that when we come around to do this corner here, this is where the square is, alright, and we've got to get that corner there is right in there. Okay, so we want to make sure we get a nice square corner. Show you again on the next one. So that's your base. If you fold it, you should be able to see that you've got a nice square base down the bottom, and you want to come in here and you want to fold that corner. So it's the last bit really. You can see there's no bit there where you could fold. That's the last bit where you could fold it, and squeeze those pieces in so you get a nice sharp corner on that one. Do the same on that one. So here's my square on the bottom, and I'm going to take that fold and I'm going to take that fold and I'm going to squeeze them together, get them sitting nicely, and then squeeze them down, and just go over with your finger and press that down, get a nice firm fold. And the last one just the same again, fold it under and give it a nice squeeze to make sure it's all in. Now if you wanted to with this, you could use one of those bone knives for folding it in, and that does help, but I sort of not really, I found that you didn't really need it, so I've just done it like that. So I'm going to put them back into that position, okay, and then I'm going to pull up my end piece and I'm going to push that corner in there. All right, and I'm going to do exactly the same on this end piece, push that corner in just like that there, and you've got to make sure that these pieces stay folded under. All right, and then it should come up, keeping those pieces folded under there and there. Should be able to get it to come up and slip it down and slip it right over the top. And as you can see, that one's going further over than we did on the last one. That's little corners, and you've got nice striped corners on those. There you go, and that'll give you a nice straight edge. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So this is the line we need to fold to, so we're going to come in, poke that one in, but make sure that stays flat. Poke that one in and make sure this piece stays flat. Lift it up like that. There you go, so you're up there and you're up here. There we are, that's it. And then you're going to bring it up and over the top. Okay, and it should sit nicely just like that. So go around, make sure all your edges are pushed down in there. You've got a nice straight box like that. And there we have a lovely little Christmas box, and that fits beautifully on the top. Okay, so if you wanted to do a bigger size, you just need to choose a bigger piece of paper. All right, but that one's gone on lovely. That one, this one I made just a tiny bit snugger. I was a little bit worried when I was doing this one about having it too tight, so you might want to have your less of a gap, but it fits fine, and it looks quite cute on there like that. This one is a little bit more snug, as you can see. So, you know, whatever. I'm going to put some ribbon around it anyway. And I've got all my little dolls' presents, and I've got this lovely little bow, and that's going to fit in there just beautifully for my dolls. So I shall pop that lid on, and there you go. Okay, so that's your little box, and then you can put your ribbons in that on it. So we're just going to finish it off now. So what I've got is a piece which is 2.5 inches there by 2.5 inches, a piece which is 2 inches, and a piece which is 1.5 inch square. And then I've got a long strip, and to start off with the long strip, I've just folded it into the middle. So I fold it like that, and I fold it like that. Now my long strip obviously is 6 inches because that's how big my piece of paper is, and it will go around my box. What I did was I folded it on the bottom near there and near there, and it comes up and it folds over, and then I can stick my Christmas tree onto the top of my box. I was going to do it on the other one, but it's not showing up enough, so I'm going to put it on this one so that you can actually see what it looks like. So I've got that one. So what you want to do is very similar to what we've just done. You've got your 2.5 inch strip, your 2.5 inch square. You want to fold it in half like that, and then you want to come back and you want to fold it in half again like that. Then you want to fold in half on the diagonal, so once there and then once the other way like that. Okay, and then what you want to do is, can you see you've got a diamond shape here? Can you sort of see it? What you want to do is take these two pieces and you want to fold it into the center so that you're ending up with a piece which is a diamond shape. So those are all going in like that, and you should end up with a diamond. Oh, that one's not gone in. Sorry. So you should have a diamond on that side and a diamond on that side. And once you've got your diamond, you're going to come in and you're going to pull this one over, and you're going to press it along, and you so it sits like that. You can use a bone folder on this if you want to, or you could use the back of your scissors like this. If you wanted to go over it with your scissors, you could do that as well. Okay, so that's your biggest piece of the tree. All right, so that's the first one. Then we'll take the 2 inch piece and we'll do exactly the same. So we'll fold it in half that way turn it half a turn and then fold it in half that way, and then we're going to take it and we're going to fold it diagonally like that, and then we're going to turn it half a turn and we're going to fold it diagonally again. Okay, right, so you've got that, and that's all folded all over. So again, you're going to take your two side pieces and push them inwards, so you end up with two diamonds, a diamond on like that. And then so pick up your diamond and you're going to take that side piece and you're just going to fold it into that center line and push it down, and do the same on the other side. So that's piece number 2. Okay, so you could make bigger ones of these. So you could do like 3 inches and 3.5 inches and 4 inches if you had bigger boxes. But this is enough as I needed to do that. So again, so let's do it one more time. Fold it in half, press it down, fold it in half, press it down, then fold it in half diagonally and press that down, fold it in, turn it half turn and fold it in half diagonally again like that, and then take it and we're going to go for those 2 diamond shapes again. So we're pushing this one in, holding onto that bit, and pushing this one in and holding onto that bit, and there's your little diamond now. Right, and then we're going to fold these pieces in, one there and one there like that. Okay, so you've got them all folded. Right, so the first piece, this is your base piece, is we're going to pop a piece of double-sided sticky tape inside of it here, and that will hold that piece, this big piece here. So can you see I've got the tape going inside? I'm just going to push it down, and we're going to remove that stuff, and then we're going to slide this one inside so it sits like that. Okay, give it a little press just to hold it in place, and then we get the next piece. We're going to put that one, you might need to cut that one down, inside there, stick that in, and then get this back into shape, but don't push it down, keep it open. Okay, and then slip your last one in, and there you are, and that's your little tree shape there. Okay, so that makes a little tree and it looks quite pretty. Now if you find it is coming up too much, you can always pop some bits of tape just under there if you need to. Alright, but I think that looks quite nice. And then we've got our little box and we've got our 2 flaps coming up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tape onto my flaps. So a little bit of tape there, because I don't really want to stick onto my box, because I want them to be able to get the lid off the box quite easily without having that. This should just slide off the side. This is the hardest bit, isn't it? Getting the paper off the tape. Right, okay, and a piece on that side. If you find your tape is coming over the edge, all you have to do is just roll, once you've got the paper off, like that, just roll any tape which is coming over the edge back onto itself like that, so it's not actually going on to your, sticking onto your box. And pop that in place there, and we're just going to put the top piece on first and get it to lay down flat. Sorry, I knocked over. So put that top piece over and lay it down and put it sort of where, roughly where I want it, and then I'm going to pop my, it's a bit fiddly. See if I can do it here. Can you see that piece? So come up and take that and put that on there where you want it to be, like that. Okay, and press that down. We're just going to do exactly the same with the bottom and press that down, and there you have a lovely little parcel with a lovely little tree on it. And what I'm going to be tempted to do, and I'm not sure whether I will or not, is put a diamante on the top, but I think it looks really cute. I hope you like that. I think that'd be really nice for a little present to go under the tree for the dolls. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.